Hi, my name is Paulawetere, and today I'm going to be talking to you about the embryonic development zygote to blastocyst implantation. So first of all, we'll start with day 0, really, when the ovary releases ovum or oocyte, and it gets released and sucked up, if you like, or released into the fallopian tube or uterine tube. And I've got this little diagram here. And between day 0 and day 1 is when the oocyte gets penetrated by sperm, and the chromosomes from the male and the female pronuclei, they fuse together and they cross over in here, in this little diagram here, and that's when our fertilisation is successful. And that's when the first stage of cleavage occurs, and that's when the cell starts a really rapid division of what's actually called rapid mitotic division of the cells. And so we go up here. This is a blown up version of the zygote there on day 1. We follow up here, and it's divided into 2 called daughter cells, and then day 2 is the 4-cell stage where the cells have divided again, so they're going from 2 cells to 4 cells to 8 cells and so on. And we come along here to day 3 when the cells have divided even further, and there's called a morula. And that's when there's about 16 to 20 cells within a little berry-shaped cluster. And the morula means mulberry shaped. And that's when the embryo continues its path towards the uterus. So we're coming along here, subdividing more, and we get here over here to when the blastocyst is formed, which is really just a whole solid mass of more blastomeres, and I've got a diagram here of a blastocyst and what's within it. So we've got the cavity, which occurs when the cells start filling with fluid, and the fluid is absorbed from within the endometrium with endometrium secretions. And there's about 100 cells or more within there, and they what ends up happening is that the outer layer, which is called the zona pellucida, it starts degenerating, and the blastocyst is hatched out of there, and it hatches out of there, and the inner cell mass within here is what forms the embryonic disc of the embryo. So then down here, I mean that's at what? 1, 2, 3, day 4. So on day 4 all this has occurred, and from the early blastocyst stage through to the implanting blastocyst, it kind of floats around in the uterus for a couple of days, 2 to 3 days, and implanting itself on the uterus wall anywhere here. They say if they implant higher and they don't, the receptors and the chemical signals aren't aligned, it will remove itself and implant further down. So that can occur as well if it's not suitable higher up in the uterus. So then, oh, I haven't talked about the trophoblast, which is the outer, within the zygote, there's the trophoblast, and they are what form the placenta. And the other thing I haven't mentioned is that the hormones estrogen and progesterone, they prepare the endometrium for implanting. So that's kind of one of the reasons that would make it successful for the implanting of blastocyst. So this whole period here is called cleavage, and it's not what you're thinking. The period where the division of the cell within the cells occurs, starting with the zygote. And one analogy I have heard describing it is that they're like little building blocks, and they build up what ends up forming the embryo. So yeah, that's kind of all I really have to say about that whole process. Have you got any questions?
Yeah, you explained that really well, and everything was really clear, so I don't think I have anything to ask about that. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. Thank you. And thank you for listening.
Gentlemen, my client's not being charged with any offence. Does he have a question? That's right. Needs 3 of you to take me to the station, does it? Just get in the car. My lawyer is on his way to the station now. So got you, sir. Oh, I'm sorry, got you. Now let's go. Are you here every day? Yes. Make good money? You didn't learn here? No. I've come to talk to young people. Explain about sexual health and how to avoid teenage pregnancy.
Belinda, take Lauren into the bathroom and get her a coffee.
Why not him?
He's busy.
He's kind of cute for a policeman.